starting at point guard from Indiana.
So I absolutely love that Quantic is just rocking that Rubik's Cube right now. I think that's super badass, and I admire you even more somehow, Quantic, for just being the casual badass that you are. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning. Good
My name is
morning. Good
Trav.
morning.
This is Kobe. This is
Morning,
Quantic.
guys.
Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, hopefully you guys won't be blinded by the light that's coming out of Kobe's screen. Hopefully you're not, creeped out by the weird lighting I've got going on. I'm just experimenting, as Quantic says, fucking around, finding out. And then I hope you're not intimidated by the brilliance that is Quantic for just ripping a Rubik's Cube in front of all of us this morning as we're getting started here. So, gentlemen, talk to me. What's happening on your end today?
So today I'm really looking forward to see what are the results, but for our audience, usually we try to provide some value, some, actionable insight. And today I think is one of the most important topics that we can discuss on social media. And so I just want to see, what people create after this.
Brilliant. And I agree. I think we should maybe set up some sort of a reward system for to encourage people to actually give this a shot because I mean, I was the one to set up the Notion page today and there's a lot of stuff in here I had no idea even existed. Like it really truly is a formula to really boost up your content based on crap that really works out there, which is super cool. Kobe, how you feeling about today?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. One of the things that I have kind of taken to heart in the past few months was one, as somebody like I used to make beats a lot, and I still went like in another chapter of my life will like get back to making music because it's a passion of mine. But something I used to say there is like nothing's original, right? Like my type of hip hop like production was sampling. And I was like digging through records, finding that little piece that resonated well, whether with me or maybe that other people have also sampled. And that holds true with content creation too, and just overall philosophy and just ways of thinking. Most things are either completely unoriginal or a remix of what's already out there, what's already working, what's resonated with people. And so, like, the idea of taking that concept into content creation makes perfect sense to me. And finally, now I realize that the same concept I was thinking about in music applies on this side too. And it often takes the removal of your ego to accept that, right? Like, oh, I'm not actually the smartest or the most interesting person. And you might actually have like interesting and smart things to offer, but you got to break through the noise using, proven formulas. A one side down.
What?
So yeah, you get what I'm trying to say, but like,
Do you guys hear that cheering, by the way? Is it coming through? Oh, that's why. There you go. There we go.
oh,
Yeah, no, I
So
hear you. I hear you. Gotta build on the shoulder of giants, as they say. And I wish I could
yep.
remember the bright individual who actually mentioned that quote in the first place. But yeah, it's true. There's and like in terms of actually trying to find your own style and what sets you apart in this space, I truly believe one of the best ways to do that is to start by testing and experimenting based on things that actually work. You know what I mean? So brilliant, brilliant. So Quantic, tell me, why did you decide to go all red first?
no, it was just, what I wanted to talk about this is that there is an algo that everybody knows how, or everyone can learn how it works to kind of, craft this.
Yeah,
I was just experimenting just because I like to have fun, but related to what Kobe mentioned, like you don't need to reinvent the wheel here. There are proven things for going viral that hopefully we will discuss today. And just like assembling these colors here, you can apply that to your content.
100%. 100%. That's the metaphor that keeps on providing. Even you one day can solve a Rubik's cube, uh, and said Rubik's cube is actually viral content. So we've got a couple of different things we want to run by you guys today. We have a whole workflow based on actually using AI to analyze content that actually works. Sorry, first of all, it's to analyze the content, also to actually track down said content so that and this is the part that was brand new to me actually, that there are ways integrated in X already that really make it 10,000 times easier to actually find like well-performing content. And if you paid attention to our last episode here, you'll remember that Quantic dropped some serious alpha on how to boost your engagement within what, 3 to 4 weeks, I think you mentioned, or 3 to 6 weeks, something along those lines. Do you want to remind us on what that alpha was there, Quantic?
I think you're talking about quote tweeting,
Yes.
and I can tell you you can see an increase in engagement in 3 days. The
Dang,
way you
three
go
days.
about this, yeah, because this is something that I think a lot of people will not apply. Even like I can tell you step by step how to go about it, but the main thing is that you need to apply it. So what you will do if you know your only goal is to increase your views, is you will pick a trending topic. Let's say I think that today everybody is talking about L1s, right? Because there is a new L1 from Stripe or whatever. So if you pick that topic and then you pick the main voices that are talking about that, and then you quote tweet saying something smart or insightful, I can assure you that your engagement will increase.
Okay, wait, hold up. Stripe launched its own layer one?
Yes, it's called Tempo.
Okay. That so Stripe as in the transaction company that allows you to integrate payments on your websites, hey? That's the Stripe we're
Exactly.
talking about? And they have wow. Okay.
Mhm.
That's a big step for crypto. Let's drop one of these things here as well.
Yeah.
And I'm going on a
Yep.
quick sidebar here real quick before I'm gonna pause you right there, Kobe. Let me go on my sidebar, please. Remember the day back when we were all talking about one day the large entities will start adopting crypto? I mean, Exhibit A. Sorry, back at you, Kobe. I apologize for being
I
so rude.
No, you're fine. I was just going to, I've been kind of like anti crypto for a little bit, and as you guys know, it's kind of just like my character right
Yeah.
now. Um, but the gosh, what was it? PayPal and Avalanche just a couple days ago, right? So I don't know the exact news. I just reported the headline in my in the Daily Byte in the newsletter I write, thedailybyte.co. And yeah, it's interesting, right? Especially Avalanche, right? Like we've kind of like Avalanche has kind of been memed on in the past as kind of like a dead thing, but things keep happening there. And it's funny, right? Like dead ecosystems still are kicking, quote unquote, dead ecosystems are still kicking. And these big players are obviously like making deals in the back room. And you see it on Flare, you see it obviously in Avalanche, you see it happening in these other L2s as well that previously might have been memed on in the past. So yeah, things are definitely happening, like you said.
Might I just mention real quick how awesome of a saying that is? They've been memed all over. They've been memed on. That's there's some innuendos there I dare not
Yeah,
talk about right now.
I'm memeing all over their face.
Got
Ah.
memed all over the place. Oh, I almost brought that way too far, but I will not. I will not, out of respect for our viewers here today. Which, by the way, I just want to take a moment and thank everyone who's here with us today. Really appreciate you guys taking the time. We already have about 30 some odd people watching us right now, and we've been chatting for 9 minutes. So grateful to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, this is an interactive conversation. So if you guys have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to know more about, anything you know more than we do about and want to add your 2 cents to it, please let us know here. So let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it. So Quantic, I know you mentioned that you had a little extra spicy sauce for our community and for us today, because you kind of gave us a preview, a sneak peek on what it is, and I can't wait to scoop this up here. So why don't you get started, and then we'll get into the workflow today.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's do that. First of all, for the people in our audience, as you know, we always are struggling with the algo. It's funny because we're talking about how to create all of this content and doing the videos and all of that. And all of us are like good content creators, but a lot of the workflows still have not been implemented into Web3 Matters. mostly because we want to keep a more of an organic way. So each retweet, comment, and like for us is like 10x what you can imagine. So if you
Yes.
can, help us with that, that's pretty much something that we really appreciate. Now, let me share my screen around here. One moment. Grandpa needs to figure it out. And now we have it here. So you guys, I assume that you guys can see a summary type table that is essentially sharing information about what is proven to work and what is not effective or maybe misleading when it comes to creating viral content. Is that correct? You guys can see
Mm.
that?
Yes, yes. Proven to work, not effective slash misleading. Yes, I see that.
Yes. Okay. So let's get started first with proven to work. So these are going to be like kind of generic pieces of advice. And then, with Trap, we're going to do some nice exercise around this. Proven to work, emotional, relatable storytelling. I cannot tell you how important this is and, why funder-led marketing is one of the main ways of doing marketing, especially when there is an interesting story behind. But even if it's not that interesting or you don't consider that very interesting, if you share that from a very emotional point of view, I can assure you chances of engagement are going to increase. Then visuals, uh, images, videos, and memes always has been and always will be something that will increase the visibility of your post. Then, of course, engaging with trends. I think the hashtag thing is something that is kind of old, but the trends is something that is one of the number one ways to go viral. Is actually say something polarizing about something that is very trending. Then strong hook and readability. I think we're going to talk about this more today, but essentially, how do you create a hook, a one-liner that makes people stop scrolling, right? And then interacting with people that are very well known in your niche, of course, is something that you want to do if you want to get reputation and go viral and all that kind of thing. And then, of course, very generic, but still, like, you need to be able to adapt and you need to be able to analyze your content, right? And things that don't work, I'm gonna go very fast on this one because it's kind of pointless. But if you're a chiller and you're just self-promoting yourself, your project or whatever, and that's the only thing you do, I have good bad news for you actually. Generic or copied posts, please avoid that. Don't do copy paste thing. Like we can all see when you do that and it looks bad. Even if you get a few likes or whatever, just avoid doing that because your reputation will be damaged. Then high quality but low quality post. I'm sorry, I said high quantity but low quality posts. Although here I have to say that unfortunately volume still matters when it comes to superficial metrics such as views. Then ignoring timing, trend, and cycles. Of course, this is something that is going to weigh on you if you completely ignore that. And then chasing virality if you're trying to build a brand around a specific niche or topic, certainly not a good idea. And everybody that posts enough content on social media at some point might hit something, but it can be a one time, and that's really not the formula that we are looking here. What we want to look is for more predictable ways of maximizing your likelihood of going viral. And I think that with this very basic, piece of information and context, we can now segue into what you have prepared, Trav.
Okay, first of all, that was amazing. That was like just so I think one of the reasons why I thought that was so valuable is because this stuff I feel like I've known or I've been suspicious of these being facts for a very long time now. But without knowing concretely, without knowing 100%, it's always been one of those things that just been has been kind of swimming around in my brain and has always made me kind of second guess pressing that post button. But actually knowing this, that this is clearly quantic based, science based, data based information here, I think that's just going to help just improve my confidence with actually creating content and then pressing that post button. And regardless of whether it performs on or not, I know that I follow the rules, and it's just a matter of time before, just a matter of some consistency for things to really start to pick up. So, dang. Real quick, I want to hear your reaction to that there, Kobe, and then I have one other question for you about that Quantic. So after you, Kobe.
Well, yeah, I think like kind of Like, I think that's valuable list for sure. And just maybe like one thing that kind of flies under the radar that is missing, and often it's not like a Quantic fault or an AI's fault. It's just kind of something that just the reason AI doesn't talk about it is because it doesn't get talked about as much or enough. Is like clean copywriting, and I will use one person example, and Crypto Optimist, right? You know, super small, brand new account, a brand new creator. They cover a lot of our streams, and so shout out, like I couldn't be more grateful to have as strong of a supporter as them. But yeah, shit, for real.
Like appreciation for Crypto Optimist, legend.
Absolutely, and we wouldn't be able to, you know, we wouldn't be able to continue to push in front of everybody without people like them. However, just one thing that I've noticed, and actually it's gotten better in the last few weeks. So yeah, shout out to you, Crypto Optimist. But you know, letting your text breathe, right? Like not posting paragraphs. Paragraphs are dead. Nobody reads paragraphs. Make sure after that hook you leave some space, right? That one liner that Quantic talked about. Leave some space. You know, shift enter or double enter, and explore just different like ways to make your writing look more aesthetic. But again, that is totally like an extra credit thing. Not an extra credit thing, but like that doesn't matter if you don't do at least 75% of the things that were on that that Perplexity table, right?
100%.
It's kind of
yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my reaction for sure.
Solid, absolutely solid. Okay, perfect. So first of all, one more shout out to you, Crypto Optimist. Awesome insights there, Kobe. It's absolutely Victor's fault. Oh, sorry, Quantic's fault. I apologize. I'm just trying to stir the pot and getting crazy here. So my follow-up question to you there, Quantic, is how can we make that visual readily available to our community right now? Because I want it, and I know our community probably wants it as well. That was fire.
So you mean the summary table?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can add it. Maybe you are preparing a material on Notion for today, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so let me, just screenshot that or send you the full PDF with all the information because it has the sources of where this information comes from, and we can add that.
Amazing. Perfect. I love it. Okay, so here we go, guys, real quick. And then I have one more tangent, which I think you're all going to be pretty excited about before we get into the meat and potatoes today. If you guys want this Notion template today of this entire workflow that I'm going to be getting into right now, and if you also want a copy of that PDF that was just alpha packed that Quantic shared with us today, I want to see some engagement in the chat here. So studio chat, let's see, I'm going to pull this up here, live stream chat. Awesome. Yes, I want you to actually click on the live stream and join the live chat, and just let us know that you want a copy of this stuff. Whether you just, you know what, let's not keep it to keywords this time, because I feel like people often forget those. So just ask us for the alpha, and we will provide said alpha. Kobe, I saw your hand up, so I want to get over to you here real quick. But then also, you had a great idea for future ways to disseminate the actual sauce to our community. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that as well?
Yeah, for sure. So I was, so as for anybody that's been following us for a while, we used to do these on Twitter Spaces. And when we would share like, oh, hey, tomorrow at like 4 p.m. UTC, we could like drop a link right in the comments. And then obviously on Twitter Spaces, you can add them to your calendar. And I was thinking like, dang, we stream out of Riverside software. You can't like share a YouTube live stream like pre-save link type of thing. And so instead I came up with that idea is to like do like private streams. Riverside calls them webinars. And so this would be a way to basically get more access to us, more access to the content that we are, or like the workflows and the freebies and that we're giving away on these streams. And so instead of like having to comment or anything like that on future streams, we're going to, as long as we don't have any like technical difficulties, we're going to be doing webinar from inside of Riverside simultaneous to our regular stream. And in order to get that content, those freebies, whether it's Notion templates, prompts, whatever it might be, assets, then all you have to do is join the webinar directly, and then it'll just be right there, either pinned, or we'll have one of our moderators just be sharing it kind of constantly in there. And you'll be able to like save the link to your calendar and get a calendar reminder prior to the stream so you don't miss us.
That's awesome.
So one thing that I want to add about this, for the people in your audience, the people that are watching, is that with Web3 Matters, we have really kind of a struggle on how to connect deeper with our audience and at the same time, have a more close relationship with you without going into like the sales funnel kind of thing. Because let's be honest, we have Trav, Kobe, and myself. If we get into like sales mode, we can go absolutely in this mode. We can create websites, videos, a bunch of content, a bunch of templates, and just go and try and sell you all this stuff. And I'm pretty confident that if we go that road, we would probably make some extra money or whatever. But we just want to grow Web3 Matters in a way that is like kind of community driven, because that's kind of at our core, right? So for the people in our audience that are watching this is why we're always trying to do little things that help you connect with you in a way that, it makes sense for us to do it, but also brings the most valuable things to you, mostly for free.
I love it. Now, thank you guys so much for saying it just the way that you did. Just a quick heartfelt moment of how awesome it is to be able to do that, to actually have the privilege to make this a part of our day, make this a part of our life, and give back what was so very freely given to us from so many other legends out here in this space here. So super grateful for every single one of you. And what do you guys think? Shall we get into the sauce today?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. And then Quantic, if you could check the chat here, the Inside Riverside as well. But yeah, Trav, let's jump into it, bro. And yeah, for those listening, if you guys want this workflow, the Notion, just say something in the comment section, and we'll make sure we get it to you. Okay, so no troubles there.
100%. We also have officially hit over 100 viewers right now. So thank you guys all so much for being here. My name is Trav. We've got Quantic and we've got Kobe with us today. And or as we always do, let's be real. Let's not mix words here. Absolute legends. And today we're going to uncover the formula for posting viral content on X. So maybe what I'll do is I'll start off. Actually, you know what, guys? I can't carry on until I call myself out here. I tried changing the title of the space here and it didn't work again. And to be honest, I didn't fully read the how-to on Perplexity that you guys asked me so politely to pull up last time. So
you're fired, bro. You're fired. Actually, you know what? You're not fired because we need you. But okay. your paycheck is going to Castra.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Whenever I get it, whenever we finally start getting paychecks, the first one will go to Castra. Perfect. He is carrying us all the way. Perfect. So let's share a screen here. Let's take a look at this Notion document here, and we'll get the ball rolling. So here it is. This is our viral post analysis engine for X and Twitter / it's the same thing. So if you guys want this, let us know in the chat and we will hook you guys up with this. And so here's the first part that I'm super stoked about that I haven't actually tried yet, and I'm really excited to give it a shot. So this is the part where we're actually trying to find posts that are actually doing very, very well. And it talks about advanced search functionalities that actually already exist in X. And these are the actual like cheat codes that you type in. And basically the search engine knows exactly what you're talking about by using these prompts in red here. And I had no idea that this existed. Did you guys have any idea that this existed here? Or have you used it at all before?
The advanced search?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Honestly, I hate it. It doesn't work for me very well. Okay. But maybe you're gonna give me some like insight that I previously didn't have. I have been like starting to use like Apify scrapers instead, which is maybe a little bit more advanced, but and not free. So yeah, let's dig in and maybe I'll learn something that I totally wasn't considering.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah,
Well, hey,
to me, Traps, just so you know, I have used this thing in the past and I found it like kind of meh. So if you can
meh.
convince me of, yeah, meh, like,
Like it doesn't even follow your search like directions sometimes, right?
Really?
Like, yeah,
I
Okay.
mean, bro, at this time, you have all these engineers, put
Yeah.
a fucking LLM to do that advanced search. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 I guess we could always use Grok as well.
he's too busy suing everybody.
Grok is suing everybody. Oh, Elon's suing everybody.
Elon, his
Yeah.
daddy, Grok's daddy, yeah.
Come on, Papa Grok. Let's get things sorted here. All right. Well, here we can try a couple of things here. We'll give this a shot here first, and if this doesn't work, let's try Grok, and we'll come up with some solid prompts that anyone could use, and see how that goes. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, no, I'm totally down. I'm optimistic for the search to work here.
Are you crypto optimistic?
I am not. Pass.
Okay. Just shout out to Crypto Optimist. I love you here. Perfect, guys. So let's do this here. So first step to get to this potentially suspect tool on X is to click on this link here. So this is twitter.com/search-advanced here. So I'm gonna pull that up. Here we go. Let's switch my screen here as well, and we'll pull up the new screen that pops up here. So it's this one right here. Let's check it out. So here's what pops up here. So basically you have all these keywords that you can search. And to be honest with you, I haven't tried this myself, so maybe we can figure this out together and see how this works here. But here is one thing that, so basically I created this workflow by having a conversation with ChatGPT 5. And yeah, it seems like it's pretty cool here. So one that it suggested I try was either video content or brand strategy, which are two of my sub niches that I like to create content in. So maybe I'll just try brand strategy because I feel like that one's a bit more general, that will relate to a lot more people. And basically it wants us to enter in this prompt here. So I'm gonna guess it goes into all of these words, but let's just scroll down here real quick and have a quick look. So that's accounts, that's filters, engagement, minimum replies. All right, so this is pretty cool. So regardless, I'm just gonna try putting it in here at the top. So brand strategy. Oop, crap. Can you guys still see my my screen here? Did I just mess that up?
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm
No,
still in Twitter. I
okay.
still see your Twitter.
Oh, okay. I lost the. Hold up. I have to start this over here. This is.
All good. All
No
good. All
worries,
good.
no
All
worries,
good.
All right. All right. Trying this
While
again.
while he's pulling that up too, like just kind of a little sidebar, like these like Appify tools. It's I think it's APPIFY, and essentially it's kind of just like a library that people create like scrapers and tools. Then you can almost rent them, um, and for like cents you can do like queries, right?
Oh, that's
I
pretty
don't really
cool.
get I don't really get the use case. Like, what would be one very, no-brainer use case in which you would use that instead of doing like
Well,
your own scraper?
Well, your own scraper would be like better for sure because you don't have to like pay for it and you can like use it locally and just use a browser to actually search it. So that would be better. But you don't have to do any like code, right? So you could just like there's an Appify MCP. So you could literally like use an Appify app from inside the Claude or like the Anthropic application. And theoretically, you could do this like Twitter advanced search by connecting to the Appify MCP inside of Claude. So it's just a different approach, I guess. But again, at the end of the day, like the advanced search is what it is. And so, yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of different ones, right? Like instead of using, for the prediction market that I used to have, like I connected directly to like a sports API. But if I wanted to, I could have used like an Appify sports API as like a second source of truth, basically to just confirm that, the sports API that I was using was calling like, or saying, one team won, and then maybe it could cross-reference using a different Appify tool as well. It's just like, there's so many different, different ways to use it. There we go. It's only one P, by the way. APIFY, right? Like Google Map scraper, TikTok scraper, Amazon scraper, if you're like a drop shipper. And then here you can like integrate your Apify tool into like a Make automation or into a Slack or into
So it has
Airtable.
integrations. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
no, the integration should be huge. Like if you use it with Make, I can imagine it could be really powerful stuff.
right. That way you never even have to like open an cursor or anything to do these things. Um, yeah, pretty cool. GitHub, you can write with OpenAI, write with the Clay agent for. I know a lot of like sales guys will use the Clay agent to like enrich leads. Like if I have an email, okay, now I want to get the person's first name, and I also want to get where they work, and that way you can like personalize a cold DM.
That's super
Trav, how you
cool.
doing, brother?
Yeah, no, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I gave the first one a shot here, and it populated posts that fit the criteria in 2024. So that's not relevant today. Things change in the blink of an eye. So I switched it up a little bit. But I also want to explain what I posted here because GPT-5 gave me a bit of an explanation here. So this part of it here, it says min_faves:500 actually talks about how many likes the post has. And then lang::en is it's English posts only. And then here, brand strategy, this is going to be the exact keyword that it looks for in the actual post itself. And then, so a couple things I added to it were minimum reposts. I did 50. And I think the reason why this is going to be helpful for us is that I find, like, first of all, when a piece of content is reposted, that just has always skyrocketed the amount of engagement that it gets. I think that the algo, just from my own anecdotal experience, when it recognizes that a post is getting shared all over the place, then it starts to, shine Sauron's eye light on that post, and it makes it, gives it some extra love here as well. And then the way I like to think about it is, if people are wanting to share your content, that means there's something that's working about your content. So that's not one thing I just switched to here, that minimum repost is 50. And then I actually entered in today's date as well. So I want to see what's trending today. I want to see what's following this sort of criteria today. Real quick before I press search though, what do you guys think? Should we add in Web3? Because I imagine most of our content or most of our viewers right now are Web3 based, or should we just skip that? What do you guys think?
Yeah, it seems to me, based on what I'm seeing on the screen, is that all of these words, the way you input the field is probably not the best. I don't know why you have min faves 500 and that information, like those parameters are not relevant for that input field. Probably that's below on the form that you have there, and you just have to keep it with brand strategy. And if you want Web3, you can add Web3 there as well.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Gotcha. All right, I'm just scrolling down a little bit to see where I might be able to put in those other variables here.
In the right down by the repost, like minimum repost, it'd be right next to that minimum likes. Yeah.
There
Here
you
we
go.
go. There we go. So 500
Yeah.
like, wow. Okay, so GPT's making that um,
Well,
pretty
I think
difficult
that's how
here.
you would call it if you were using the XAPI. Is
Yes,
probably
exactly.
yeah. Mhm.
Gotcha,
If you were
gotcha,
coding the thing, then yeah, you would use that language.
gotcha. Do
Yep.
you think I could still include the lang::en on top up top there, or should that go
Um,
somewhere else?
I would even just cut it, dude, because like
Likely it will be English.
likely it will be English. Yeah, since the keywords are English.
Perfect. So we're changing
Yeah.
this up a bit. We've got brand strategy and Web3. You know what? Maybe I feel like if
Yeah.
any actual um, post writes Web3, that's going to be a bit of a lame post. So let's not go that way. And then we have minimum replies 100, minimum likes 500, minimum reposts 50, and this is today's date. So let's see what
Yeah.
comes up. Let's go.
Send it. Yeah, I was afraid this would happen. There is take the quotes away from brand strategy.
Ah. Oh yeah, that's crazy. It says all of this here in like the coding format. So that's interesting. There we go.
Boom. There we go. Yeah. So it actually, yeah. So you can like, you could have copied all that from GPT just right into the search bar, and it would like
Yeah.
default to the advanced. So I think
Okay.
we were both right.
Although they've definitely failed to capture what we were looking for because
Right.
these have very
Change your
minimal.
dates. Change your
No, no, no,
dates.
no, no, no.
No?
Just quit that fucking tool. It's useless.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I
Honestly.
mean, we did say that. Yeah, we did say that.
All right, so you guys win. This is a failed experiment here. Let's not do this. And how about I'll just scroll through my homepage and find a post that seems to be doing pretty well. What do you guys think? Unless you guys have another way that you want to make this happen. Oh, right. We're going to use Grok.
Yeah,
Let's use
try Grok. Yeah, I'll try Grok too.
All right. So, Kobe, you're a prompt guru. Actually, both of you guys are. Help me with a prompt that will perform well, and like maybe we can actually go through a first of all, the Beeb DFA.
Welcome, brother. I just typed in give me the 10 most viral posts on X in the last 3 months. But it doesn't actually have access to the API, right? So it actually can't do that. Which is no worries.
That's weird that Grok wouldn't have access to the API, even though it's X-based.
Because they want you to pay for that. They want you to pay the $200 a month for the API.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
absolutely not going to happen. But yeah, we'll see.
We could go to like levels.io or something, like some like creators that are like frequently going viral, or Brett from Design Joy, Brett from DJ, all one word. Let's see. There's some guys that kind of like follow these formulas all the time.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm gonna find you one.
Perfect. So as you're doing that, I just want to kind of give everyone a hint of what we're planning on doing with these posts. Basically, we're trying to find a way to basically fill ChatGPT with examples for it to learn. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a consistent way to pull up, viral content, and we're going to feed this into ChatGPT, and it's going to basically analyze each and every single post, recognize patterns, and then start to create a database of, what about this post makes it so effective? What about this post makes it so effective? Start, bringing together all of the facts of, why or all the patterns, I guess. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I'm talking in circles, but I'm getting there. And then we'll help, it'll take all that information and use it to help make content for you that also fits these formulas. So yeah, that's kind of what I've got so far here. What do you guys think of that? Are we missing anything major here, or what do you think?
Makes sense.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So
you want me to send you some of these posts I found?
Yeah, do it.
All right, cool. I'll send you two.
Also, Grok is refining the search to include K-pop, politics, streaming, sports, fashion, and varied.
So maybe it's doing you better. It's doing you better than it did me.
Yeah, seems to be going all right here.
Okay, you just rock with those then. I'm gonna say, you just rock with those. I'll send these in the studio chat, but
okay,
you don't. You might not need it.
Oh wow! So this is a lot of. Sorry, go ahead.
For the people in our audience that are just tuning in, what effect are we trying to achieve here?
Right now, I'm so glad that you asked. We are trying to figure out an efficient way to identify the most trending posts that are circulating on X. And the reason that we're doing that is we want to basically create a workflow where we can consistently pull these in, gather these like high performing tweets, these posts, and then funnel those into ChatGPT, where we have a full kind of prompt workflow design through there, where we can have ChatGPT analyze each and every single post and then start gathering data and recognizing, what makes these posts so freaking viral, what makes them so popular. And then it'll take all that information and help us make powerful content that follows these formulas and has a much higher chance of going viral. So yeah, this is pretty wild. This one looks like it's super unhelpful. Really wish I put in the English prompt here as well. Is that Korean? That looks Korean.
So which one of those are? So we just grab one and let's we could cook with it.
All
I'm
right.
not sure what the next step in the flow is, but do we need multiple pieces, or are we going to reverse engineer one piece?
We'll reverse engineer one piece here.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is a celebration post of 250,000
Yeah, Kai
subscribers.
doesn't count. SEC
SEC.
doesn't count.
Secretary Kennedy. No.
England, it doesn't count.
NCT. What is this?
The other one's
teaser
in news.
images. Break. Oh, this is a news update. Yeah, it doesn't really count here. So
Yeah,
these, I think
grab the
something.
ones in the chat, dude. Grab
I
the ones
will.
in the chat. Yeah.
So the good news is that Grok can find prompts. We just have to narrow down our prompt a little bit more to actually, you know, tell it what we want or figure out what we want here. So awesome. So let's pull that up. I'm gonna
So let me
close
know
the-
which one you click on, and I can talk about it a little bit.
Perfect. I pulled up the first one here from Levels.io.
Yeah, and so the reason I selected this one is obviously it went crazy. It went from it was back in at the end of August. It went for 1.5 million views, but it ties back into what Quantic said last week and what we talked about at the beginning of the stream. He actually quote tweeted a tweet that went more viral than
Wow.
him. The original tweet that he quote tweeted went for 2.5 million. Which if you click on that, that is also a quote tweet from this like AI news account that I follow called Nick.
Yeah.
He quote tweeted, and Nick's original post went for 1.4. So it is kind of this like, I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, kind of a cascade, right? Like Nick posted, he went viral, then Pixel Hulk posted, but instead of Levels repost or quote tweeting Nick's post, he quote tweeted Pixel Hulk's post because Pixel Hulk went for, you know, I just assume he did that one because it went for almost twice or almost 1 million more views.
Yeah. And he only has 3,814 followers too. That's half of what I have.
Yeah.
And still it went 2.5. This guy's getting paid this month. My God, that is insane.
So that is the power of quote tweeting right there. So like Quantic, there's your flowers, right? And like these are all kind of within the same niche, right? Like Nick posts pretty much like AI and tech news and like commentary. And then I don't know anything about Pixel Hulk. He says generational meme diplomat. But Levels.io is like a builder, right?
Yeah.
Like so he is kind of like tech AI adjacent. But like his target audience is, you know, builders or entrepreneurs. But he's not posting about that. If you notice, his copy here is like more broad. It speaks to more people. And it starts with like the very first word is a company everybody in the world knows, and no matter what language you speak, everyone knows Apple.
Yes.
So, and cool thing too, another thing he didn't, this is a long form post, which we've kind of seen. I don't know if it's working this month, but long form posts were working really well last month versus like this could have been a thread, you know, but a single long form post has that baked in shareability versus a thread. And to your first point about retweets, the easier it is to retweet a post, the more obviously retweets it's going to get, and then the better it performs, and then it's this kind of waterfall effect.
All right. So already some serious alpha here. That's impressive. And now I'm wondering for a search on Grok. You know, you've kind of inspired me a little bit more on what we can figure out here. So I'm just going to go back to Grok one more time here. Now, instead of searching for posts, I want to search for actual content creators. So maybe the prompt can be something like, give me a list of content creators on X that are in my niche or, oh my God, just adjacent who consistently have high performing content. And then even we can even get a bit more specific. And because like one thing that fascinates me is Pixel Hulk, how still it blows my mind that he has half the followers that I do, yet was somehow able to have his post hit 2.5 million views. That is insane. So I'm wondering if we should add that in or cook that in, and or maybe something along the lines of only include content creators that have between 5,000 and 50,000 followers.
Yeah.
And I think another reason why I think that might be helpful is because I find people who still are pushing to the 100K, 50K maybe even be a little too much, but they still have the fire. They're still like really trying to hustle to actually hit those massive milestones. And they still have something to prove. They haven't just kind of hit that plateau and they're just kind of coasting on the monthly income that comes in because every post automatically gains hundreds of thousands of views here. So let's give that a shot and we'll see what pops up here. Then maybe that's what we can do to make this a bit more efficient is create a list of these content creators. And then I'm not sure if there's a way that we can be alerted to high performing posts or something along those lines, but that could be pretty cool as well to figure something like that out.
Yeah, this is actually gives me kind of an idea. Like there are, for a while we've had kind of these like social media like tools, right? Like one of the OG tools that everybody used to use back in the day. I don't even know if people are using it anymore, but Social Blade. And so you could like go on and see their like just basically metrics about a certain creator or just like one account. But this kind of gives me an idea for like an app that does like, let's say you add certain people to a watch list. All right, I want to put you already come with your list, or maybe the tool helps you build a list, but then you can like put these 5 or 10 creators in a list and then basically track everything that they're doing. And then maybe that's the free feature, right? And then the premium, the upsell would be to get like AI analysis of that content, why it's performing well, what they did, why it's performing well, what they did, where's the commonalities amongst that group. In theory, your group would be like all crypto creators or all AI creators or whatever. And then it could analyze that. And then another upsell would be to like either integrate with one of these other tools like Postal or something, but to actually help you create the content as well. So just to kind of a sidebar builder itch thing while Grok thinks. How's the Rubik's Cube coming, Quantic?
It's hard because I can crack it 1 or 2 times, but then I just cannot do like 2 colors, for instance. It's very challenging. And this is the same thing that happened with social media. If you want to go viral one time, I can assure you that if you try really hard, probably you're gonna make it after a while. But if you want to do it like consistently, 2 times, 3 times on a month, then that's a different level. So I'm glad that we're having this space to discuss how to actually do this.
No, that's brilliant. I think what could be fun as well is, wow, I totally just lost my train of thought. I got super sidetracked.
All good. Let me use this opportunity to talk about so we've got 10 more minutes to our like normally our regularly scheduled programming. But the next 2 weeks, let me just use this chance to talk about what we're going to be doing in the next 2 weeks. So
absolutely.
For those who don't remember, we did bring on a couple builders. It might have been 3 months ago, but these 3 gentlemen, Ace, Steven, and Senior Whale. And so the 3 of them have built an application, essentially a wallet tracker. And I won't go too far into like the nuts and bolts of the application, but they are vibe coders, and our content inspired them to go from idea to actually going into like Replit and start doing it. I had a call with Whale and Steven the other day, and man, they put the biggest smile on my face. They said, literally after we watched your guys' live stream where you guys built the landing page in Lovable, that weekend is when we jumped in to Replit and to start creating this idea. and they have users now. You know, yeah, yeah. They have users, and they are potentially setting themselves up for some funding, and then so yeah, so they're actually doing the thing, and they're vibe coders, right? They vibe coded it, and it forced them to learn all these other things, and we'll dive into that with them over the next 2 weeks. So at the same time
Boom.
next week, we're going to bring them on. We're going to do a demo. We're going to of their application, but also we're going to do an interview and basically figure out how they went from idea to where they are now. And just a reminder, what I said, they had never built an app or never done any of this prior to watching our live stream. And so, yeah, so week one, we're going to do an interview and demo, and we're going to do some written content with them as well. But also then in week two, which would be not next week, but the week after, we're going to do a more technical interview as well, where we figure out, okay, what tools are they using to build this? What tools are they using to maintain the application? How are they going to acquire users? Basically, all kind of like the builder handbook on what they're doing, what's working for them. And so, yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. And so I'm excited. So make sure you guys tune in for that. There's going to be a lot of alpha and a lot of maybe inspiration as well, and a cool free tool. Like there's a lot that you can do on their free version of the application too. So Trav, back to you at the studio.
Awesome. Extra alpha there. So it sounds like you'll get more of a sense in how people who've never coded before in their entire lives can learn, can start actually building tangible, actionable products, and make a living on it. That's freaking awesome. And then also actually get access to a tool for free that has some pretty sweet utility to it. So yeah, thank you so much for organizing that there, Kobe. I'm really excited to jump in and just absorb it. I'm going to be going into that conversation with a mind like a sponge. So yeah, Quantic. Actually, you know what? Sorry, Quantic. I'm not going to pass the mic to you real quick. We have about 6 more minutes. I'm not sure if either of you guys have hard outs today. Do you have hard outs?
Nah, I don't.
No, but I do think that out of respect of our audience and commitment that we have to deliver the maximum amount of value in 1 hour, we try
Yes.
to, condense. Probably today we're gonna go over, that's fine, but let's try
Yep.
to condense so that they get exactly what to do. I think we got a little bit sidetracked with the search thing.
Yes.
Thank you, Twitter, for doing that to us, but we're gonna deliver. That's what I'm trying to say.
Heck yes. So I just want to give you guys an update on what happened with Grok here. So not super awesome by any means. I've kind of, it gave us a list of accounts that follow what I asked for, and they really don't. Like the biggest thing I was able to take away, I started scanning through these so far, is from this account here, Cheesy. First of all, amazing name, and that backdrop is pretty freaking spectacular. Like the best performing posts are the ones that, just like you said, Quantic, repost viral content. And yeah, like this one maybe not so much here, but he's got a couple here, like 11K off of reposting something from Pendle Intern, and providing a thoughtful repost with more context about it. So that's just kind of further proving your point there, Quantic, that you know precisely what the F you're talking about here. And I think that's about all that we can really take away from this. So I'm going to continue to play around with Grok here, see what sort of things we could make happen. I feel like I need to be a bit more specific, provide a bit more context, and then maybe it'll be able to help me out, find a list of
I don't think
creators.
it will, dude. I don't think it will. It doesn't have access to the XAPI, so I think it's really doing a lot of guessing. But if you proved me wrong, that would be, I'd eat my words for sure. But
awesome. Well, if you guys want to prove, if you want me to prove Kobe wrong or him to prove me wrong, let me know, and we'll have the Grok off, and it'll be a lot of fun. So let's actually pull up ChatGPT. Yeah, I know. I say things sometimes. It's ridiculous. I have got ChatGPT all pulled up here and ready to go. So let's promptly change the topic here, and let's pull this up. So like we have in the Notion template of what actually will work. This is section 2 now. Maybe I'll pull this up. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to copy and paste it here. So I'm going to
So what he's doing right now, he's going to grab the
There we go.
pre-built like template that he has, and which I assume has a prompt in it. So he's going to grab a prompt over there and then bring in some info about the post. Uh, I assume that we're reverse engineering here. Is that right?
Correct. That is
Cool.
correct. So I just copied and pasted, which is what ChatGPT told me to do uh, when I first initially made this. And
It's okay.
uh,
I don't think you need to remove those characters. I think ChatGPT can understand if it comes from a markdown or other things.
Oh yeah.
perfect, perfect. So let's just let ChatGPT know what we wanted to do here. So um, let's see here. Below, I am providing a prompt that you created for me previously. The idea is to break down a high performing that's not at all how you spell performing post from X and figure out why it's so effective. I am going to start by giving you this template, and then I will ask your help to make a viral post. Ready? Let's see how that goes. Oh yeah, I still have it on ChatGPT 5 thinking here, so this may take a sec.
Totally fine. So yeah, so the prompt basically underneath what you just said is a step one. So it collects high performing tweets, use the advanced search, label each tweet. Step 3, platforms. Asks. Okay, those are deliverables. Yeah, which hook types repeat the most? Okay.
Perfect. So that's pretty cool. Fast scoring, 0 to 3
Yep.
each, quick gut check, pattern tracker, make viral recipes for Web3 AI founders. That's pretty cool too. And then ready to roll. Perfect. So drop 3 to 5 tweet links you'd like. Oh wow, the links even. That's pretty cool. I don't actually have to copy and paste the actual text. I can actually give it the link.
Yeah, give
That's
it a
awesome.
shot. Yeah, give it a shot. It'll try. Um, I don't know if it'll work because you can't ghost. They call it like ghost scraping. Used to be a thing where you could like scrape Twitter without an account,
Okay.
but now you have to have an account. So yeah, give it a shot though.
Okay, I'm gonna put in
I'm very
both of those posts that you gave me here. What is happening? Let's see here. Riverside. Both of so the other post was from Brett from DJ, I believe. Let's
yes, sir. He's like a design Twitter main character basically.
I love
He's
it.
always in some drama too.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
but he claims to be able to engineer virality, right? Which again, like I'm gonna be completely like just like vulnerable here, and I'm like not good at virality, and I'm
Yeah.
like that's kind of why I'm learning a lot and watching people that like him. And he's right. He said it one time in a post, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, if you're a brand and want me to post about you, I will make it go viral. So
Wow.
DM me." And yeah,
That is
yeah.
impressive. That is
So are you
very
looking for a
impressive.
third post, or
I'm
what's
looking for a
up?
third post, and I think I found one. I'm gonna grab one from Leon because he's absolutely
Okay.
crushing it these days. So I just found one here. I'm gonna plop it in. Where's ChatGPT? And let's see how this goes. I guess
Yeah,
worst comes to worst, if this doesn't work, then we can always just copy and paste the text.
yeah,
Yeah. So we'll give this a few
yeah, for
seconds here and see
sure.
how this goes. But yeah, I guess while we're waiting, I think we're going to have a continuation for this because I think we did cover some really good ground. We actually provided some information on, things that don't work and why they don't work. But I think it'd be very helpful and beneficial to actually get like a workflow that actually works out to our community. What
Hmm.
do you guys think about putting this one on the back burner, and then after our next 2 live streams, we'll get back to it?
Well, dude, I was actually gonna suggest we do like a kind of a one-off, either like maybe this weekend if you got some time, dude. We could jump back in, you and me, if Quantic's busy, and we could kind of pick this up where we left off, either on
Yeah.
the weekend or like on Monday or something.
Yeah.
But I know like Saturday mornings, people are looking for content for Saturday mornings, right? There's no coincidence. Saturday morning cartoons. Oh, did it work?
That's
Dude,
fine.
it did. Or it's
Yeah.
claiming to have worked. All right, so yeah, so spicy hook, bold hook, directive and rule of thumb. Okay. So it analyzed it.
That's cool. No call to action. Posting date. So yeah, it actually accessed it because it has the posting date.
Mm-hmm.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's underneath those? Platform snapshot?
Pattern snapshot. Hooks that win. Blunt
So
imperatives and spiky POVs. Steal.
Yeah.
Apple must if you work in crypto. That's rad. Quantic, were you wanting to say something?
yeah, just real quick, like if you look at the information here and compare with the table that I provide you at the beginning, which is, still generic, you will still find that this is exactly applying.
Yeah.
100%. Sorry.
100%.
I thought you were going to say this basically was useless because what you provided us at the beginning of the live stream explained all of this anyways. So full
No,
circle.
no, I think it's great because this actually shows after doing the whole
Yeah.
research and
Yeah.
the reverse engineering how things work. So I think it's a good exercise.
Mhm.
Perfect. Well, I love it, guys. That's super cool. So already this pulled in a ton of awesome
Wow.
intel. I definitely feel like GPT-5 knows what's up and has a very good idea on, how to make a viral post. So maybe
Mhm.
just, so that I can take accountability for this, I'll ask it to make a post for me and I'll post it and I'll see how it goes. So what do you guys think about that? And then we can wrap it up here.
Yeah. How about a post about posting?
Okay.
Let's like
I
make
like
it really
that.
meta. Yeah, a post about posting. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna make your screen bigger somehow.
So far I've got, please use this info and write me 5 different posts about posting on X. You can include the fact that we spent the last hour, excuse me, on a live stream analyzing content to see what works and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And also that this post will go viral as proof that we unlocked the code or unlocked the secrets
Yeah, there you go.
to what makes content work.
Yeah.
Viral.
Yeah. Work. Viral. Whatever. Yeah.
There you go.
Fire it
So
off.
let's see if this is gonna actually.
So here's some GPT-5 alpha for you. So my suggestion, it would be so after it thinks and after it reasons and does this, toggle it and it gives you your answer. Toggle off thinking mode and put it to auto and just say review your work. All right, so now it's giving you the answer. Switch it from thinking up in the corner
Yeah.
to auto.
Okay.
It's just literally the 3 words, review your work.
Okay. Review your work. And you know what else I might do as we're waiting for this to populate is let's find a high power post on posting on X or on content creation on X. Let's repost that with this post. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I'll go look for that right now.
Okay, yes. Awesome. Quantic, what are you thinking so far? How can we make this work?
Yeah, no, I just want to see if this is something that we're gonna be able to provide fully on the format of the Notion, because we switched to GPT-5. I don't know if we can maybe add a link to this conversation on that Notion so that people can get the full material.
Oh yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And I still haven't seen any comments of people asking for it. So final shot here, guys. If you do want a copy of everything that we have pulled up today, definitely drop a comment and we'll make sure to get that to you. And the best way for you to do that right now so that we'll be able to see it is actually open up the live stream and speak in the live chat. And we'll definitely be able to see that here and get this to you at the end of the show. So yeah, that's that. So let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick review. So got it here. Here's a review of the 5 posts I drafted for you with strengths, weaknesses, and small tweaks to push them even further toward viral potential. I love it. Post number 1, the call shot. Where's the actual post?
It's in the previous message before you said review your work. Yep, right there. There's like
Okay.
5 posts. Yep.
Okay, here we go. We spent the last hour on a live stream dissecting what actually makes posts go viral. This post will prove it. That's pretty cool. I kind of
Yeah,
like
decent
that one.
hook. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good hook.
So number 2, from our live stream breakdown, every winning post hit these 5. Number 1, hook with tension, curiosity gap, or spicy claim. Number 2, one idea
is
per
clean.
line, no fluff. Number 3, proof/receipt, screenshot, stat, mini story. 4, give a tool or template, save worthy. Number 5, clear call to action, reply/DM/poll. I'm calling it now. This post goes viral as proof we cracked the code. Definitely not going to do this part here. Comment check and I'll send the Notion version. That's pretty cool though. Number 3, we just spent an hour live reverse engineering top posts, the highest hit rate hooks. Steal this blank for free. Everyone says blank, but here's the truth. If you do blank, read this.
That one, I really like that hook.
That's super cool.
If you do blank, read this.
That's super cool. If this goes viral, that's your receipt that we solved it. Number 4, from the live stream teardown, here's a template winners shared. 1, hook with tension. 2, why this matters now. 3, 1 counterintuitive truth. Number 4, micro example or stat. Number 5, 3 bullets of how to. 6, tiny proof with receipts and screenshot. And 7, call to action. Not a huge fan of that one. And number 5, spiky POV for founders. Influencer hype decays. Founder passion. I feel like this is pulling from a previous conversation that I had with ChatGPT. That is interesting.
That's how it works for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys think? Should we go with number 1, which is
number 1's the best one, I think.
Okay.
100%,
So it's
100% number 1.
Yeah.
So it's the whole thing actually. So yeah, we spent the last hour on a live stream dissecting what actually makes posts go viral. This post will prove it. Why it'll spread. Spiky POV, clear stance, save worthy bullets, skimmable, tiny proof, credibility, simple call to action. Bookmark this. When you see it on your TL again, you'll know we unlocked it. Boom. Awesome. So you find a good post that we can repost?
Yes, I did. But it's old.
Do
Okay.
it. I like
do
the
it?
fact that it's old because because we don't know what happens with that.
Okay, yeah, that's actually cool. Fuck
test.
around and find out.
Yeah.
I love it.
I sent it in the group chat here, or I mean in the Riverside internal. It's a Greg Eisenberg from the Startup Idea podcast.
Perfect.
This is so meta. You're talking about how to go viral by quote tweeting a thread from 2023 about how to go viral. And if you guys like that type of like ridiculous, overly meta stuff, I just posted a thread last night on my page, on my account, that I literally was talking to ChatGPT about meta prompting. And I was meta prompting it about meta prompting without realizing it.
That's
all
awesome.
meta prompting is just asking it to ask you questions is all.
That's perfect. Mm-hmm. So here it is. You guys can actually see the post here?
Yeah. We spent the last hour on the live stream dissecting what actually makes a post go viral. This post will prove it, why it'll spread. Yeah. Dig it.
Bookmark this. When you see it on your timeline again, you'll know we unlocked it.
All right. Yeah.
Post.
Let's wait. Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
You can on.
No worries. I just wanted to add a minor tweak that I know is going to change the results of your post. So actually, let's do the following thing, Trav.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that post and let's switch just one tiny thing, and then let's schedule that post to go maybe in 6 months, and then we can compare.
Okay. So
The
Ooh.
exact same post, I am just going to switch one thing, and I think it will perform better.
okay, in 6 months.
Yeah.
Three
Okay.
dots. The three dots up in the corner. Oh, you got to go on your post though. Yeah, there we go.
3 dots.
For edit post.
No, no,
We're-
don't delete it.
not
Don't
edit,
delete it
yeah.
because we want to compare against the exactly same post,
Okay.
but with a different hook.
Got you. So you want me to, just like schedule a repost, exactly the same post. So what I'll
Yeah.
do is I'll click on this one. I'll go to quote tweet it again, and then I'll
Exactly.
post that in there. I'll make sure it's the same format. Here we go. There we go. And then
Okay. What I want you to do is that I want your opening to be the bookmark this. That has to be the first line, and I want you to do it with there is a red sort of alarm or bell or something as an emoji, and I want you to put an exclamation point.
okay, bell.
Or
All right,
alert.
red.
Alert.
Here.
There you go.
Alert, exactly. So put that at the beginning, and at the end at the exclamation point. The emoji at the beginning and the exclamation at the end.
Oh, got you, got you. Okay. And then 6 months. Okay. What if we did it in like a week? What's the difference? I'm curious why 6 months.
It's just that if we do it in 1 week, people might remember about your previous post and it might
Okay.
look weird. And because of that, it might turn off your audience. So if we wait 6 months, it's like a lot of time on social media.
Mhm.
It shouldn't be, by the way, but it's just the way it is.
Okay.
And
That's like
I think
5
that
years in
just,
Twitter years.
yeah, exactly. So I think that just that tiny switch is going to make your post perform different.
So March 2026. Oh, can't schedule a post. Oh, wait, that's the past. There we go. March 10th, 2026 at this exact time. Perfect.
Yes.
Confirm.
Sick, dude. That's actually a pretty cool little experiment. I dig that.
That is super cool. I like it. I'm just gonna.
By
like
the
that
way,
post.
dude, if you guys don't, this is not a shill on, well, it is, but like if you don't follow Greg Eisenberg, like he gives a lot of alpha away. He's got a really good podcast too, where he talks about, startup ideas. He brings on like vibe coders or just like founders and stuff. And the other night he had a guy that is building a crypto project on there, which kind of surprised me.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I got the idea to build like kind of these more entertaining applications, which I'll, kind of save that idea for another day.
Okay. Okay. I like it. Also, guys, we are on the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 live streams happening right now.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Here, hold on.
Guys, unfortunately, on my end, I will have to.
Gotta
jump
wrap.
off.
Let's wrap it. Let's
Okay.
wrap it.
Yeah, I'm being called, and I need to attend this call.
Yeah.
But I love the experiment that we did today, and I love the fact that our audience keeps growing with time as we do these streams. And I'll see you all on the next episode. We're gonna have some fun with the DeFi tracker on Flare. So the people that are interested on Flare, it's gonna be good. But also for the people that are interested in seeing how entrepreneurs can just vibe code things from scratch without having deep knowledge of programming and actually make it. And I think it's a very interesting use case to show in detail. So I'm so sorry I have to go now, but I've been called, and I'll see you guys later. It's a pleasure always.
All right, Quantic.
Thanks so much, Quantic. Awesome to have you, man. That was so much fun. Have a good rest of your
Peace
weekend.
out, brother. Cool,
Awesome,
cool.
man. Perfect,
Well,
dude. Well, yeah, let's wrap it up then, shall we? Any kind
Yeah.
of closing thoughts that you want to share?
I would just, study, watch. Like I'll go back to the very, very first thing I said at the stream. These aren't real. This isn't a real background, but I do really like vinyl records. I like to sample hip hop record or old like soul records and stuff, and turn them into hip hop beats. And what we're doing with creating viral content is all just sampling it in social media version. Nothing's original. Everything's a remix. And throw your ego out the door and stop trying to create 100% original ideas, which is what I've done for the first 32 years of my life. And now that I'm 33, I'm entering my Larry Bird era. And all Larry Bird did was put the ball in the hoop. He didn't care how it got there. And that's my advice to anybody listening, and to myself and to you, Trav. It doesn't matter how you do it, copy, remix, however, just get the ball in the damn hoop.
Get the ball in the hoop. You crazy SOB. I love that. I love it. Larry Bird. I actually know a pretty good song called Larry Bird, and it's badass. Awesome, man. Guys, this has been a wonderful time. I really appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. Kobe, I appreciate you. Just know that. Yeah, stay tuned. Next couple of weeks, guys, we have some awesome live streams coming in here. My name is Trav. This is Kobe. If you guys took anything fun or useful away from today's stream, let us know. If you guys have any feedback, positive or negative, let us know. We just want to make this better for you, and we love you. So
yeah,
that's
love you guys. One quick thing, if you guys are making Web3 content and you want an opportunity to maybe make a few bucks with an affiliate program, we are going to be opening up an affiliate program for the next 2 weeks for the DeFi Tracker Pro campaign that we're going to be putting together here. So if you guys are making content, you guys can help us out, help them out, and also make a few bucks along the way. The coolest thing about this is these affiliate links are active for 12 months, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. So if you get somebody to sign up for a free account on DeFi Tracker Pro today, and they sign up in 11 and a half months, you're still going to get the kickback, a year out. So
dang, that's what
hit us up at Web3 Matters, hit up my Twitter or the Flare Forward account, whatever, and we're going to be back here next week with those guys and locking in with them.
I love it. I love it. Great alpha. Thank you for letting us know how we can take advantage of that as well, guys. Perfect. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Appreciate you, and we'll be back next week with some even better alpha. I don't know. I feel like I'm overusing that word. Appreciate you guys.
It's all good.
Have a wonderful day. Take care.